Hi, my name is John Chow. I'm a civil engineering major. I've been with the club for 3 years, and I'm the incoming president for the year.
My name is Rodrigo Ulloa. I have been in the chapter for 3 years as well, and I am going to be the international project manager.
Hi, my name is Jillian Penagakis. I'm an environmental engineering major. I just finished my second year at City College and in EWB, and I'm the new program director.
For this trip, we really hope to establish a really strong relationship with the community. Before this, the last time we traveled abroad was 3 to 4 years ago. That was our last project. In between this time, we've been trying to look for a new project, and this project came along. And we're really happy to get on it, but we really want it to stay and work on it. And to do this, we really need a strong relationship with the community for the next 5 years in our partnership.
And we also wanted to collect a couple of data in terms of water quality and GPS surveying. For that would be useful for the actual design phase when we're considering the construction of the 6 communities.
For the technical side, it was pretty easy to prepare. We took lots of workshops, we did lots of research, we did everything that we could to plan and make sure that we were ready to go for the trip. But I think something that we learned was that there was really no way to prepare for building a relationship with the community. We just had to go in there with open minds and ready for new experiences.
So before the trip, we did a lot of video calls with the community and the nonprofit organizations we're working with for just communities. But even through that, it was very hard to coordinate with time and to get to discuss everything that we really wanted to before the trip.
The community was probably one of the most friendly people I have ever met in my whole life. Everyone welcomed there with open arms. They were so happy to see us, as were we, and it was just so willing. They were more than happy to cooperate with us, and we were very glad that that they had this kind of mentality when they first met us. They were so very enthusiastic.
I really expected to be meeting kind people when we went there, but I think I was also half expecting a distrust between them and us. There are these Americans coming into their world and, telling them that they're going to make their lives better, but, why do they have any reason to trust us? They don't, but they still did. They welcomed us into their homes, they answered every single intrusive question that we threw at them, and they did it with the utmost kindness.
So going into this trip, I personally thought that one of the challenges we were going to have is not being able to tell the community who we truly were and how we worked, or the fear of them not understanding how we worked. But then, like Rodrigo said, we went in and then we talked to them, and they were very welcoming, and they understood very well who we were and why we were there and what we were trying to accomplish.
As cliche as it sounds, I think I just learned to be more grateful and to have a new appreciation for everything that we have here. We went into this community, they didn't have running water, they didn't have electricity, they walked to school an hour each way, and yet they were still resilient and they were still happy and very, very grateful for the lives that they did have, and it made me look at my own life and everything that I have with a new perspective.
One of the things I learned over there is that considering the kind of lifestyle they live in, it's very different from ours, of course. But also, I was also able to think about after going there that my parents and my grandparents, everyone here, everyone before us who raised us, actually kind of lived in that kind of way of life too, and it kind of really opened my eyes to whereas we're kind of connected in that case, because we can all relate. We were also not us personally, but at one point, one of us, our families had to go through that. Our ancestors all had to experience all that they had to experience, traveling long distances and collect water and support their families in whatever way possible. And right now, I feel like we kind of take for granted all the things we have, us here in the United States. And just going to Nicaragua,
something I guess we didn't learn, but actually get reminded of was that this world that where we're so connected with our phones and the internet, there are some people that are disconnected and the world that we live in right now, and information that they gather or learn is through what people tell them. And there have been like other organizations that have been there giving them information that might not really be in their favor, and that we really need to be careful about what we tell them and how we teach them things.
So we were able to accomplish all of our technical goals while we were there. We were able to collect samples from each water source, start testing them, and start compiling our data while we were there. We were able to collect all of the topographical and elevation data that we were looking for, and most importantly, we were able to conduct interviews with each and every beneficiary family for this project. One thing that I was really surprised to find out, and one thing that we weren't expecting, was that even if you are in the municipal system, you aren't receiving a steady source of water. Being on the municipal system doesn't really honestly mean anything a lot of the time. You're only getting water for a couple of hours a day, and that's only sporadically. You can get water for 3 days and then not get it for 5 or something like that. Obviously it's not a concrete example, so but we were really surprised to find out how kind of isolated everyone there is. It hit me. One of the biggest times that it hit me was we were at this man Santano's house, and he introduced us to his family, and his daughters told us, "We want to show you our school. We want to take you to our school." And we started walking and walking and walking, and half an hour later we were still walking, and the girls said, "We're halfway there." It was very accurate. We got to the school after an hour's walk, and once we got to the school, we found out that there's no access to water at the school unless they want to drink from the contaminated river, which everyone knows not to because it's orange. So the teacher is telling us that not only do these kids walk an hour from their homes to get there, but they have to bring all of their water with them for the day. And oftentimes that means that they need to, walk from their home to the water source, get the water. It's not clean. Sometimes they have to treat it. Sometimes they have no methods to treat it. Then bring it back to school. And it was a really heartbreaking experience to see the trouble that they have to go through just to have the opportunity and an education. But then on top of that, it was still the girls' favorite time because they had the chance to see other people while they were there. They had the chance to see their friends. Even though there are only 15 students in the school, they could be with young people and not be so isolated from everyone else. That was a really big culture shock, I think, for me. It was really sad to see, but it also creates very strong, beautiful, strong familial bonds. You're with your family all the time, and they become your entire support system. They become your entire world, and it's a really beautiful thing to see. So now that we finished our first assessment trip, the first thing is that we're planning a second assessment trip. We're hoping to go back there in a couple of months, and hopefully this time stay for a little while longer, so we can achieve more than we already did. Spend more time with the community, get to build an even stronger relationship with them, collect more data. But in the meantime, we're starting in the design phase of the project, which is very exciting. So our next steps are to continue meeting with our mentors, start putting together our plans for the well design, and start doing all of the research that we need to make sure that this is as effective as possible. In every interview that we did with the community, whether it was on camera or after the camera stopped rolling, we always asked them if they had any questions for us. And without fail, every person that we interviewed asked us if we were actually going to be returning, if we were actually going to be coming back to see them again and to help them again. There was one community member who said that a group came in to test his water, and they promised that they'd be back to help him find a way to fix it or to clean it. And they never, ever came back with the results for him. To this day, that was years ago, and to this day he's still waiting to know whether or not the water that he's drinking is clean. So one of my biggest goals for the project and for this trip in general was to get to know the community, to build a relationship with them, and to make sure that they knew that we aren't going anywhere. This project is so important to us. It's so important to me on a personal level, especially after having met them and founding family in Nicaragua. It's really important to me and to all of us in our organization that they know that this is a priority for us, and we're going to do the best that we can to help in any way that we can.